Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Hatha Yoga, 95-minute practice. This week we are going to do a water flow. And water in Hatha Yoga is associated with Svadhisthana chakra, which is inside the body a little higher than Muladhara. Let's say somewhere between the pubic bone and the tailbone inside the body, energetically in that area. So we'll be working with that area. We'll be doing a lot of crossing the midline of the body to access it physically and energetically. And also, water element is associated with the bladder, reproductive organs, and kidneys. So in our practice, we will be doing kind of physical practices that really connect with those organs. So for example, we'll be doing Agnisara in certain locations where we start with Uddiyana, which is on empty and pulling the belly back toward the spine and up, making that hollow shape. And after Uddiyana, there's the pumping of the belly in and out. And this accesses reproductive organs and bladder. So if you're not very familiar with Uddiyana, you could also just work on Uddiyana until that practice becomes familiar, and then eventually add in Agnisara. So for our practice, we will need, if a little washcloth can be handy. We'll be doing archer arms, and if you can't reach the fingers, the cloth can help. We'll use a strap if you have one. It's not necessary, but if you have one, making a loop with a strap, making a bigger loop if you have tight shoulders, shorter loop if you have more open shoulders. And also a blanket to sit on, and if you have blocks. Okay, we'll start with a blanket somewhere in the middle of your mat. Bring your feet together, flutter the knees a couple times, draw the lower back in, and then find a comfortable seat. Find a seat that you automatically go into, and then kind of switch it out so that you're in the non-familiar seat. We'll begin with some alternate nostril breathing without a hold. We start on the left, we finish on the left, and we use a particular mudra called Vishnu mudra, where we bring the index and middle finger down and use the thumb and the ring finger to close the nostrils. As we close the nostrils, you just find that location between the flap and the bridge of the nose and pierce there. You don't need to move the nose side to side. So it's a very gentle but firm movement when we block the nostrils. So let's just begin. Find your Vishnu mudra, placing it above the knee, and take a moment to empty the breath. And take a 3-part breath, building it from the pelvic floor to the collarbones. And allow the breath to exhale. Gaze can be gently sloped downward. Do that one more time, breathing into the interior of the body, filling the whole body with breath. Exhaling completely, finding all the natural curves of the spine, tall through the crown of the head, empty completely. Bring your mudra up, block your right nostril, and inhale through the left. Block the left, slow exhale through the right. Make the exhale long, steady, complete. Equal length inhales and exhales. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Allow the whole body to be completely relaxed. Inhaling on the left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale on the right. Exhale left. One more cycle. As you inhale left, imagine you're threading a needle on the left side of your spine all the way down to the pelvic floor. Close the left. Exhale, thread the needle up along the right side of the spine all the way out of the right nostril. Inhale, thread the needle on the right. Close the right and thread the needle up the left through the left nostril. Until all the air is out. Hands release. Take a breath into the whole body. 3-part breath. And exhale. All the air out. Leaning back a little bit, bring the feet out as wide as the mat. Release your right knee toward the left. Reaching that knee up and release the left. Moving with the breath. Just making our hips a little bit more limber. Empty on the left, knee down. And come right back down on your seat. Right foot in half lotus or tucked underneath the calf. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, up, out, and over to the left. Press the left hand down, reach the right arm over. Inhale, rise. And exhale toward the right. Both sitting bone down. Reach and empty. Inhale, rise up with that left hand. Bring it to the outside of the right knee. And then take your right hand either behind you, close to the spine, or bind the foot. Inhaling, lengthening, relaxing shoulders. Exhaling, twist. Turning the head as well. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale. Empty the breath. Twist. Twist. Turn the head as well. Twist. Slowly bringing the right arm around, crossing. Exhale, hitch the spine back, round the back body. Inhaling, catching the elbows, lifting the arms up, fill the breath. Holding the breath in, arms down and up. Rocking tailbone to pubic bone. We'll meet at the top. Exhale, release the arms, keep all the length of the body. Take an inhale here. Empty the breath completely, come forward. And circle on empty toward the right. You can add some shoulders here, feeling the length of the body. Emptying completely, perhaps next time you're forward. Meeting at the top, slow inhale, coming up. And exhaling, relaxing into our seat. Now on doing our seat, go back over your blanket. Bring your right knee down to the blanket and rise up to a high lunge with the left foot in front. Back knee lifted. Heart forward, heel back. Inhale here. Press the heel back. Exhale, up, out, and over the midline. Inhaling, coming forward. Dropping the hip a little bit. Pressing the heel back. Exhale, out and over. Inhaling, come to the lunge to hold. Ground your right palm a little bit in front of the left foot and reach your right arm up. Strengthen the back leg and organize it so it's facing directly down, not leaning toward the right. Reach and open here. Boomerang pose, come to the knife edges of the feet. Gather your lower leg up to the inner and reach your arm back in a diagonal. Scissor the upper inner thighs. Feel them touching. Reach and lengthen here, strong in the right arm that's holding you. Slowly come around, back through the lunge. Step back to down dog. Empty the breath here, finding a little bit of organic movement in our first down dog. Let the head release. Inhale, roll out into plank, heart forward, heels back, strong core. Lead with the hips. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling, coming forward, fully into plank. Exhale the knees down to your blanket. Toes stretch back. Traction the whole upper body. Feel the stretch through the feet. Inhaling back through plank. Exhaling to down dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet without coming forward, strong arms. Exhale, bent knee down dog, all the air out. Empty completely. Stay empty or finding our first Uddiyana. Scooping the belly. Scooping the belly back and up on empty. With the inhale, we'll roll back out to plank. Look forward in plank. Exhale, let your knees release down to the blanket. And come up on the knees with the toes tucked. Step your right foot out in such a way that the right foot is pointing away and intersecting the left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the right outer hand to the inner knee and reach up and over toward the right. You can gaze up also, drawing the right hip underneath us and standing strong on the left leg. Empty the breath and deepen. Keep that left arm lifted, right hand to waist. Step your right foot in front in such a way that you're making a square with your front calf and back thigh. And now sweep your left arm, bring it either to your waist or if you're ready for a deeper bend to your heel. Right hand behind the head. Press the hips forward. Really open the heart up. Press the hips forward and feel the lower ribs dropping into the kidney region. Opening and lengthening here. Empty the breath, perhaps deepen. Inhale, switch out the arms. Exhale, slice across. Twist towards your right, press into the palms. Twist. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. One more breath in and out. Empty completely and twist. Inhale, rise it up through modified warrior one. Exhale the hands inside the right foot and turn to the long side of your mat. Narrow the feet a little bit. See that they're lining up nicely. Bring your hands or fingertips underneath your shoulders. You could also use blocks here. Find a nice straight line here. Empty the breath completely. All the air up. You can take Uddiyana if you're unfamiliar with the practice, or start with Uddiyana and find Agnisara, pumping the belly in and out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften the knees, fold in. Inhaling, lengthening again. Turn toward the front of your mat. Step in front of your blanket into a squat pose. Let the knees come apart. Just feeling here into our first squat. Release down. Sitting on the blanket. Left foot. Coming into half lotus. And here we'll find our first round of bellows breath that we will be utilizing through the class. It's a big breath in, big breath out, mostly in the belly. So you feel the belly expand with the inhale, come in with the exhale. Hands down for support, chin parallel to the mat and tongue at the roof of the mouth. Empty the breath completely. And begin a bellows breath. Exhale. Take an easy breath in. Empty the breath completely. Inhale, fill your torso with breath. Re-inhale at the top, Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Chest lifts towards the chin as the chin comes down. Pull the pelvic floor gently up into the body. Gaze to third eye, hold the breath in. Relax Mula Bandha, lift the head and look in. Arms to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, out and over to the right. Press into the right palm and reach. Having both sitting bones. Inhale, come up. And exhale to the left. Inhale, rise, right arm lifts to the outside of left knee, left hand behind us or binding the foot. Inhaling, lengthen. Feel that you're leveling your shoulders and releasing them down. Exhale, turn and twist. Head turns as well. Ring it out. Inhale, lengthen. Breathing into the twist. Exhale. One more time, breathing in. Empty the breath, twist, and go toward an edge, turning the head. Gentle inhale, bring it around, cross the arms. Exhale, kiss the spine back. Slow inhale, gather the arms up, catching the elbows. Re-inhale at the top. And begin your movement with the breath held in. And release the arms down. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward long. All the air out, circling on empty toward the left. Nice big circles. Rocking sitting bone to sitting bone. Emptying some more when you come forward. The body always holds on to a little bit of breath. A little bit of breath is held in always. Empty completely. We'll meet in the center. And slowly coming up. With the inhale, relax. Undoing our seat and going over the back of our blanket. Grab your left ankle, left knee down, right foot forward, and pick up the back knee. Low lunge with the knee lifted. Frame the front foot. Find your low lunge, activate back leg. Inhale here. Exhale out and over. Inhaling forward, open. Drop the back knee a little bit to feel the stretch, but press the heel back. Exhale, up, out, and over. Inhaling into the lunge. Left hand down in front of the right toes and open. Taking an open twist toward the right. Strong through the back leg. Expand here through the arms, looking up. Knife edge of both feet now. Gather the lower thigh up into the upper thigh and reach the arm into the diagonal. You can look in that direction a little bit. Feel the upper inner thighs squeeze, lift a little higher. Taking your time, return and find down dog. Staying in our down dog now. Finding stillness. Ground through the inner palm. Let your head go. Reach the heels down. Allow your torso to come through a little bit. Feel the strength of the arms, the strength of the legs. On our next inhale, plank pose. Exhaling the knees down to the blanket. Toe stretch, go back. Fingertips underneath us. Come and sit on the heels in our toe stretch. So a little bit of extra there for the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right arm under left. Eagle wrap. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Inhale the arms up and away. Exhale, compress the arms down, keeping all the length of the torso. Inhale, up and away. Keep gathering the heels in. Exhale, compress. Inhale, up and away. Break it open, left under right. Inhale, reach. And exhale, compress. Keeping the whole line of the body. Inhale, reach up. Nice and tall. Exhale, compress. Inhaling, reaching up and away. Exhale, break it open. Down dog. Step the feet one footprint forward. So your heels are down, short down dog. Stay strong through the right arm. Bring your left hand above the right ankle and twist in toward your right. Let your head go. You can even shake it a little bit. Feel into your right arm, shoulder away from the ear. Try to keep your hips level without changing anything. It's just the left hand goes in the right hand, and we'll go directly to the other side. Right hand above the left ankle. Left shoulder away from ear and rotate through. Empty the breath. Both hands down. Adjust into your down dog and release your knees to the blanket with the toes tucked. Rise up, hands to the waist, and step your left foot out. Toes just facing away, perpendicular to the mat. The foot kind of intersecting with the right knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left outer hand to inner knee and lengthen first up and then over. Gently pressing the hips forward and rolling the right hip underneath. You can gaze up. Breathing into the whole torso. Empty the breath and reach. Inhale, keep the right arm lifted. Left hand to waist, step the left foot forward, make that square. And rotate the right arm back, either to the waist, more beginning option, or to the heel. Left hand behind the head for support. And then turn the head, make sure it's aligning with the spine. And shine the heart up. You can keep supporting the head or reach the arm back or directly up. And press the hips gently forward. Breathing here. Shining the heart up, breathing into kidney space, especially on the right side. Empty the breath, deepen. Inhale, switch out the arms. Exhale, slice to the left. Press into palms, align forearms and twist. Inhaling to lengthen. And exhaling to twist. Again, inhale, lengthen. 2 more breaths on your own. With the inhale, we lengthen. With the exhale, we can deepen the twist, turning the head as well. As we're ready, inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, hands inside, turning again to the long side of our mat. Narrow this. Empty the breath here. Interlace your hands behind the back. Open the heart and exhale. Fold into the legs. Bending the knees any amount. Inviting the lower back in. You can straighten a little bit more if that feels comfortable. Exhale here. Keeping the arms as they are. Inhale, rise all the way up. Release the arms, keep inhaling. Palms touch, tailbone drops. Look up. Exhale, interlace your hands behind the back the other way. Inhale, open the heart. Back bend just slightly. And exhale, fold in with a long torso. You are the judge of how much you want to bend the knees. It can be really deeply bent. or a little bit straighter if you have more flexibility in the backs of the legs. Empty the breath and deepen. Release the hands down. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Turn to the front of the mat and squat in front of the blanket. One more time. Take your blanket and move it out of the way. We don't need it for a while. Inhaling here. Exhale the fingertips down. Turn the toes so they're just in front of the heels. Inhaling, finding length. Ground through the feet. Hands can be on blocks. Empty the breath completely. All the air out. Agnisara or Uddiyana. When you're ready to breathe, inhale. And exhale, ragdoll. Just fold into the legs. Bend your knees a lot. Let the head release. Toe heel the feet to about hip distance apart. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, rise up one vertebrae at a time. Continuing to inhale, reach the arms overhead. Palms touch. Tailbone releases. Exhale, let the arms come down. Sun breath, looking forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Feel your mountain pose. And exhale, release the arms down. Finding a point to focus the gaze way ahead of us, palms to heart center. On the right leg, balancing, bring the left knee in, knee to chest. Hold the knee with the right hand and bring your left hand to the hip and just gather the knee in a little bit. Find the right leg strong. Tuning the breath. Slowly release the knee, palms to heart center. Dive forward, pendulum forward, squaring nicely toward the floor. You can bend your knee to come down. Standing splits. Reach the leg up, finding a gentle flow here. Exhale, bring your left knee behind the right foot and dip down into a little ball. Inhale, unfurl back up to standing splits. Exhale, curl down into a little ball. Knee behind the right foot. One more full set. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl. Coming all the way down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, maybe reach a little higher. Square the hips. Step back to down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Pause here. All the air out. Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, forward and through. Just finding an organic cobra, a little bit of movement. Exhale, hips to heels. Down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Fully arrive. Look forward. Exhale, knees down wide, feet together. Child's pose. Look beyond the hands and inhale, glide along. Open and come down long. Find a Sphinx pose. Tuck the toes and lengthen the legs. Take a moment in Sphinx to lengthen the body. Traction the forearms back. Relax the shoulders down. Extend the feet. Come down, extend the arms. When you extend the arms, you can come a little bit forward so you're nice and long. Bend your right foot and catch a hold of the outer right ankle. Kick the foot away. Half bow. Rise with the left part of your body, left arm and left leg up. Lengthen here, drawing everything into the midline. Now you can stay lifted or take a break to come down. You're going to grab your left ankle and put your left foot between the hand and the foot, and then grab opposite feet. Coming into a cross ankle bow pose. Rise it up. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Gently feel that you're drawing kind of energetically, you're drawing your knees into the midline. Breathe here, come up a little higher. And exhale. Soften down. Release the feet, bring the hands by the chest. And rise to tabletop. Cats and cows with bellows breath. So the inhale is big on cow, exhale big on cat. It doesn't have to be fast. Strong breathing. Meeting in a cat, empty the breath. Find a neutral inhale. Tuck the toes and come into down dog. Stepping the feet a little closer for our next flow. Reach your right leg up and open the hip, bend the knee. Stay squared with the chest. Yawn that hip open. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, come through the center line and bring the knee up toward the opposite, toward the left elbow. Inhale and go right back to that open hip, one-legged down dog. Exhale, modified plank, knee to opposite elbow. Pick it up as high as you can. Inhale, go back. One more time. Exhale, bring it in. Strong through the arms, push the floor away. Inhale, bring it back up. Square the hips and let your foot come down. Down dog. Come to the balls of the feet and the fingertips to create space. Step your left foot forward. We're coming into that low lunge again. And then rising to high lunge. Bring the hands to the hips and bring the torso up. Establish the back leg straight and deep bend into the front knee. Reach the arms up. You can hook your right thumb, or you can bring your left hand behind your right hand. Biceps by the ears, shoulders down, and just deepen here a little bit with the hips. Come forward, wing it open into the diagonal, and now twist to the left. Bringing your right elbow behind the knee, activating the back leg. Feel free to bring the back knee down if you'd rather. Spinning through. Turning the head as well. Emptying the breath here. Looking down, fingertips frame the front foot. Gather the feet a little closer. And take a couple breaths in pyramid. Squaring down with our chest, sacrum, empty here. Soften the knees and step the right foot forward, standing splits to hold. Sparking through the left toes, you can reach your right hand to the ankle if you'd like. Folding into the right leg. The head can release. Reaching up. Flointing the left toes to really activate and engage the left leg. Take an inhale here. Reach up. Release the ankle if you have it. Square the hips and step the feet hip distance apart. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, fold into the legs. Let your head totally go. Inhale, bring your hands to the waist and torso parallel to the floor. Traction the hips back. Exhale, empty completely. Uddiyana Bandha in this position. Suction the belly in. Now let your Uddiyana bring you up. Inhaling at the top. And exhaling. Mountain pose. Sun breath, inhale. And exhale, let the arms release. Palms to heart center, focusing the gaze, and shifting the weight into the left leg, knee to chest. And holding the right knee with the left hand. Right hand to the hip. Standing legs strong. Slowly release, palms to heart center and pendulum down. Releasing the hands down as we're ready. Take an inhale, lift that right leg up, framing the left foot, exhale, dip down. Curling into a little ball, right knee behind the left foot. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, dip. One more time, full breathings, movement and breath aligned. Exhale, dip. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale here, a little deeper, reach for the right toes. Square the hips and step back, finding a down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale through chaturanga down to the mat. Inhale, open into a cobra. Drop the pubic bone, heart forward, shoulders down, tuck toes, hips to heels. Down dog. Inhale, plank pose, fully arrive, look forward, strong whole body. Exhale, the knees down, feet together, child's pose. Looking beyond the hands, we'll inhale and come through. And exhale, come down nice and long. Feet hip distance apart. Transitioning with the Sphinx pose so we can find our alignment. And lengthening forward. Bend the left knee, grab the outer ankle and pick the foot up. And float the right arm and the right leg up. Gather everything into the midline. Staying comfortable with our head, our neck. Reach up a little higher. Feel free to relax down for this or grab the right ankle and thread the right foot between the left hand and foot. Grab opposite feet and kick up. Kick up a little higher, dropping the lower back ribs into kidneys, adrenals. Rise up a little higher. Soften down. Release the feet without flinging and come back through a Sphinx. Traction the body down long. Bring your hands by the chest. Keep the hips lifted and flick the feet in toward the buttocks. We're going to try to catch the feet at the same time. Make sure you don't kick your hands as you bring them back. Whenever you're ready, see if you can catch both feet and rise up to a full bow. Lifting and kicking and coming a little higher. Maybe if you'd like to rock a little bit here on the belly. Kick a little higher, gather the knees in. And soften down. Hands by the chest, strong core. Go back, bring the knees together, the feet together, and come into reclining child's pose. You can start by making gentle fists with your hands and just gently pounding a little bit in the kidney region. Release your hands down by the feet. Melt the shoulders down and take 2 or 3 breaths into the kidney space, into the back body. Gather the legs together. Hands underneath the shoulders, heels nice and close. Come and sit on the heels. Gather the lower back in. Empty the breath here. Find the chin placement, tongue placement. Bellows breaths. Empty the breath. Just soften everything and take an easy breath in. Feel everything melt and relax. Exhale. All the air out, keeping the length of the spine, the torso. Now inhale, 3-part breath into the whole body. Re-inhale at the top, Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha. And lift the head and exhale. Open the eyes. Take a cycle of breath. Down dog. Stepping the feet a little closer for the next movement. Reach your left leg up and go right into that open hip. Check into your arms, square the chest down. Inhale here, open. Exhale, draw the knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, open. Exhale, plank pose, knee to opposite elbow. Pick it up as high as you can. One more set. Inhale, up. Exhale, in. Inhale, open the hip. Square the hips. Down dog. Rising to create space so that we can step the right foot forward. Bring the hands to the hips and slowly bring it up into a high lunge. Activating the back leg. A little bit of containment in the core here. Drop the tailbone. Be deeply bending into the front leg. Reach the arms up, either hooking the left thumb or bringing your right palm to the back of to the left palm. Crossing at the wrists. Maybe going a little deeper here. Come forward gently and break it open. Reach the left arm forward, slice across, and finding a twist here, same variation that you did before. Twisting toward the right. Breathing into the twist. Exhale to deepen. Looking down, hands down, shorten your stance. Bring the fingertips out in front. Come into a pyramid pose. Feeling that you can balance a teacup on your sacrum. Empty the breath here, deepen. Soften knees, step the left foot forward, standing splits. This time to hold, spark through the right toes. If you'd like, you can hold on to your left ankle with your left hand and release the head and look toward the shin or the feet, the toes. Sparking through right toes, folding into left leg. See if you can find an edge here. Empty the breath and deepen. Square the hips, step out into a squat pose. Coming down slowly, taking our time here. We're going to find axe breath. So if you've not seen this before, watching one or two of the movements and then joining. The inhale is through the nose, coming up and opening, and the exhale is through the mouth, coming down as though we're chopping wood. So how we start, we come up a little bit, bend the knees, bring your hands together, loose grip. You can have a Kali Mudra here, gentle Kali Mudra. Now the inhale comes up, heart shines up, open. And exhale, come down with a pump. Let the head go. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hold the air out. Inhale, come up. Exhale, You can think about it almost like a bellows breath. Both parts of the breath are strong. Twice more. Last one, stay down. Empty. Bring your fingertips down, back to a squat as you inhale gently. And exhale, fully arrive in the squat. Inhale into the whole torso. No bandhas, soften everything. Hold the breath in. Check into the pelvic floor, completely relax. Face, shoulders, everything, belly. When you're ready to exhale, release. With the breath holds, always feel free to stay shorter than I'm doing or go longer, depending on your own condition that day. Now, pressing into our palms and into our feet, come up like a plumb line. Exhale, let your hands release forward. Toe heel your feet into hip distance apart. You're at the top of the mat. Inhaling, drawing the arms up. Exhaling, bringing the palms to heart center. Once again, shifting our weight into the right leg. Come back into holding the knee, the right hand and the left hand to the hip. And this time, if you'd like, you can grab the knife edge of the foot and extend the leg forward. And the other arm back. Slowly releasing the leg or the knee. Pendulum down. Keeping square as we come down. You can soften your standing leg as you come down. Half moon, just visiting here. Your right hand can go on a block or the floor. 3 breaths, just fully arrive though. Try to bring your right rib cage under the left, extend through the leg, open, right hip under left. Both hands down, gentle big step back for warrior 2. You might need to bounce a couple times to get there. Right hip under as we windmill up and find our warrior 2. Left leg strong and the shoulders over the hips. Now, finding a gentle flow here. Keep the lower body exactly as it is. Just inhale into a dancing warrior. And exhale, bring the arms out and over. You can just bring your right arm by the belly into an expression of side angle. Inhale, dancing the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, straighten. Inner rotation with your left thumb. Bring it behind you. And see if you can find archer arms. Now, if you can't hook the fingertips, by the way, as you're moving, keep a strong core here. If you can't hook the fingertips, you can use the washcloth in your right hand. Drop it down and catch the washcloth. Bring your right arm behind the head. Shine the heart up. Press the head a little bit back into the arms. Ground through the feet. Empty the breath and deepen. Release the arms out. Warrior 2. Establish your warrior 2. Keep it there. Interlace your hands behind you. Inhale. And exhale. Warrior 2, lower body. Coming into a diagonal with your torso. It's an expression of humble warrior and warrior 2 placement. Reach the arms overhead. Continually, right hip is under the left knee really straight, edge of the foot down. Finally, just let your head go for a moment, go a little deeper. Hands release to the inside. Turn the toes to the long side of the mat. This time you're nice and long. Take an exhale and crab toward the left knee open. Inhale through center with the hips low. Exhale, crab to the right, pinning the right knee. One more time, each side. Inhale and exhale. Moving with the breath, making it nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Turn toward the front of the mat now. Right foot is in front. Come into the low lunge and lift your right leg up. Bend the knee. Option one, we've been here, you can stay right here. Option two, flip your dog if that's in your practice. Take your time. You can hold on to your head as you flip and reach the hips up. Let your head go and extend through the right arm. Slowly unflipping. Right hand a little bit in front of the left. Bring your knee now over to the opposite elbow and extend it out into fallen triangle. Ground through the right palm, strong right arm. Reach your left arm overhead. Lift the hips. And slowly return. Re-extend that right leg up with the hips squaring. Plank pose, knee toward nose, and step that right foot forward. Low lunge. We're heading to crescent moon. Let your knee come down, extend the foot. Now melt in, and as you do so, we're really stretching out the hip flexors, this small muscle in the front near the groin of the thigh. So we really want to engage into the left leg to support that lunge as we come up. Squeeze into left gluteal. Inhale, reach the arms up. You can have the arms out in a V or Kali Mudra. Hips forward and down. Active through the glutes to reach the heart up. Heart up, hips forward and down. If you have the Kali Mudra, maybe straightening the elbows a little more. Looking for an edge. Rising up through the center. Bring the fingertips down. Take a moment and then straighten the right leg. Bring the left foot to the midline and sit on the heel for Maha Mudra. Reaching for our calves, ankle, or feet. Whatever sustains a nice 45-degree angle here. Empty the breath. And find 5 bellows breaths. All the air out. Slow inhale into the torso. Fill the breath. Jalandhara Bandha. Make sure your chest is lifting as well. Mula Bandha. Lift the pelvic floor into the interior of the body. Gaze the third eye. Hold the breath in. Lift the head. Exhale. Release Mula Bandha as well. Come down a little bit. Emptying our breath here. Slowly rising up. Step forward. Take your time. Come forward through the lunge. Step directly to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale forward and through, opening. Exhaling to down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale the knees down. Feet extend. Toes together, child's pose. Inhale forward and through. Exhale, coming down. Grab a hold of the front of your mat. Elbows behind the wrists. Strong core. Climb up to the knees. Heading into puppy stretch with Uddiyana. Take a nice slow exhale as you dip the chest down. Strong in the arms. You can look a little bit forward. When all the air is out, Uddiyana Bandha, scoop it in. Inhale, come up. Walk the hands in. Come up to the knees. If you have a hard floor, feel free to put a blanket underneath your knees. We're going to find a full, we've done half camel, thank you. And now we're going to do full camel. We think about camel as a heart opener, which it is. Think about what camel is doing for the kidneys and adrenals as we drop those lower ribs down and encourage the energy to move downward, also massaging that region. So option one, you can have your fingertips by the bone, big bone, sacral bone. You can have your heels of your hands like they're in your jeans pockets. You'd be looking up. This is the first version of camel. Or if you're ready to go deeper, intermediate, we grab our heels, press the hips forward, and release the head back. Open the front line of the body, drop the lower ribs down, back lower ribs down. Breathe here. Breathing deeply, empty the breath. Strong core, gather the palms in. With your exhale, moving slowly, tabletop. Now really gentle, inhale into cow, and exhale into cat. See if you can make this like a really slow motion. Movement and breath, just luxuriating, finding the full range of motion of the movement and the breath together. We'll meet in a down dog as you're ready. Empty your breath and step to the top of your mat. Coming up now into a half moon to hold a little longer. You can either come into traditional or come into full moon, catching the outer ankle. Your right hand can be on the floor or block, and then kick it away. What's the best position for the hand in this pose is to mix it up in your practice. It'll give you different angles. Really strengthen your right leg. Kick. You want to feel that you're kicking your left foot away. It's pulling your left arm. Slowly release. Square the hips and step again, coming into our squat position. Finding an arm balance here. You can come into Bakasana crow pose if that's in your practice. Or you can come into the first level of crow, which is a lot easier. From here, we just take our hands out, so the wrists are kind of lining up with the knees, and you just place them down. You can also go a little bit slightly out with the fingertips. Come forward, keep looking forward. Your elbows are wedged right there between your calves and your thighs and the inner knees. And then you can play with lifting up one foot at a time. If you get both feet off the floor, you can splay the knees open a little bit. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. When you're ready to land back down, back through the squat. Engage strongly through the core and slowly rise up. Exhale, let your hands release down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, bring them to the heart space and all the way down. Now inhale and swoop the arms forward and up. Feel that you're really filling the body with breath. Exhale, squat. Empty the breath completely. Uddiyana Bandha. Or find Agnisara in this position. Slowly rise with the inhale. Staying calm, allowing everything to normalize. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale one more time. Maybe this time just do Uddiyana. All the air out. Rise up. Perhaps your deepest one. In this position, I like to curl my fingers in toward the inner thighs and scoop the belly up, like you want your belly button to touch your spine. First we relax and then we rise. Toe heel in a little bit till we come to hip distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Fully open eyes, find your point of focus. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shifting the weight into the left leg, bringing the knee up, holding onto the knee with the left hand or knife edge of the foot and extending forward. And maybe bringing the other arm back. Releasing the foot or the knee, palms to heart center. Pendulum down, feel free to bend that standing leg. Find your half moon, just 3 breaths, so try to go right into it, align everything. Stacking shoulders, stacking hips. Reach and lengthen. Looking down, both fingertips down, taking that big step back to warrior 2 position, to windmill up. Find the posture. Right knee straight, edge of foot down, left hip curling under. Inhale into a dancing warrior. And exhale, just switch out the arms. Expression of side angle. Inhale, rise up. Stable lower body, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come up, straighten. Inner rotation, drop the thumb down, bring it behind. Drop your left hand overhead. Finding arch your arms. Using your washcloth or hooking the fingers. Ground through the feet, strong legs. Climb the legs into the hips. Press your head into the left arm, open. Empty the breath here. Now turn everything in, release the arms, and exhale, warrior 2. Sustain all the alignments of warrior 2 lower body. Interlace your hands the other way behind you. And exhale, dip forward into the diagonal toward 1 or 2 o'clock. Let the hips go low. You can let your head release when you're there. Bring your arms overhead. Breathing deeply. Empty the breath. Release the hands down. And turn to the long side of the mat. Exhale, crab to the right. Pin the right knee open. Send the hips back and the heart forward. Go a little deeper. Stay here. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Staying low, scuttle across. The toes are facing straight ahead. Send your tailbone back, long torso, and melt in. Pinning the left knee open. Lots of sensation here, inner thighs, hips. Empty the breath. Slowly rise, turn to the front of the mat. Left foot is in front. Lift the left leg up. Open the hip. Stay here if that's what you did, or if you flipped your dog, ideally flipping it on this side as well. Supporting the head as you come up, and then releasing, grounding through the right arm, lifting the hips, let the head go. Slowly coming back. Left hand a little in front, lift the leg, come forward now. Bring the left knee toward right elbow and then thread across, fallen triangle. Strong left arm. Both legs nice and strong, lift and rise. Slowly return and extend that left leg up. Modified plank, bring the knee in, come to the fingertips, set the left foot forward, and release the back knee straight down. Extend the foot and roll over the front of the back knee. Engage the whole right leg to release the support of the arms to come up. Empty the breath. Glutes engage, reaching the arms up. Nice high V or Kali Mudra. Hips forward, back leg active, heart lifting. Reaching and deepening. Slowly coming forward, release the hands down. Straightening the front leg, taking our time, and bringing our right heel to the midline so that we can find the perineum on the heel. And then we reach for whatever sustains a nice long spine in the diagonal. Empty the breath here. Chin placement, tongue placement. Bellows breath. Empty completely. Slow inhale. Build the breath. Re-inhale at the top. Jalandhara and Mula Bandha. Hold the breath in. Lift the head and exhale. Relax Mula Bandha as well. Come down just for a breath. Fold toward that extended leg. Slowly with a nice long spine, rise into the vertical. Eyes are fully open. Transition forward with the support of your hands. Hips low. Step back to plank pose. Exhale chaturanga or any vinyasa of your choice. Opening into an up dog. And exhaling into a down dog. Now having our strap handy, we made that loop. We're going to inhale the left leg up and exhale, draw the knee in and place the left knee behind the left wrist and toe heel a little bit back with that right foot, but square down with the hips. Again, being active in the right glute can help here with the posture. Now, if you find that you're really lifted and you want some support, you can place a blanket underneath your left hip. Take a moment here. We have a deep bend with our left knee, so the foot is by the hip point. So here's what we do next. Moving slowly, you grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, you can simply stay here, puff the chest. This is pigeon. So we puff the chest and just press a little bit into the hands. There's also variation where you interlace. If you don't have a strap and you regularly practice, I really recommend investing in one. We grab the loop away from the buckle, bend the back knee, and bend the back knee really slowly so we don't get a Charlie horse. We loop the foot. Next thing we do is we bring our hand to the shoulder. Super important. Don't skip this part. Then we face forward, elbow goes forward and up. As we sit back again into our pigeon, the foot in this position is kicking away. We're not pulling the foot in. The foot is pulling the arm back. Now, if you can let go of your left hand, the support, you can bring your left hand to the elbow, right elbow, so that you align the elbow into midline and then kick the foot away. Kick the foot away. Kick the foot away. So really opening here, pressing the heart forward. Feel the lower ribs drop down. Kick the foot away. Strengthen into right gluteal. Empty the breath and deepen. To come out of it, just like we went in, reverse direction. Left hand down, right hand comes to shoulder, and then we slowly release the loop. We have it handy for the next side. Look forward, come forward, square forward. Bring your left knee to the middle of the mat and tuck your right knee behind. For Gomukhasana, cow face pose, we press the knees together. You can come up a little bit. See that your feet are, for the most part, aligning and your knees are tight so the thighs come close together. We want the seat down. If your seat is not down, sitting on a blanket or a block. So we want to be seated between the feet. Left thumb down, bring your hand behind you. Right arm lifts, drop it back. Arch your arms. This is the full pose, full cow face pose with archer arms. We try to bring that upper elbow as much as we can behind the head so we can press the head back. Press the head back into the arm. And slowly release. Tip back a little bit. Bring your hands behind you. Undo your seat. Feet together. Now finding your tailbone, grab a hold of your big toes with your index and middle finger and draw your lower back in. So right here is the posture. We don't want to be going backward. We want to be coming, lower back is coming in and the elbows are, the collarbones are opening. Now from there, maybe you can open the legs more or completely. Breathing here. And bringing the feet together into a lifted forward fold. Feel that bend into the crease of the torso and the thighs. Breathing into that crease, that energetic point that we're working with. Slowly let the legs go down. Feet down, toes together, waterfall the knees forward. Bring the fingertips down and step back into down dog. Emptying our breath here. We'll bring our right knee behind the right wrist. Tuck the toes of the left leg and extend it back. And as you're extending back, so we don't want the leg out to the side, we just want it to be going straight back, parallel to the side of the mat. Nicely aligned. And we take it back enough that it's straight and we feel our hips dipping down. Now, it may be, if you don't have open hips, you may be very lifted, so you bring your blanket underneath your right hip. And take your variations if you did something else. There's also always, you can use a block to prop you up. Or maybe interlace your hands the other way and come up. Or grab a hold of your loop. And we move slowly here. So very slowly, we bring the left foot up and we loop it. Try to keep the buckle away from skin. Then we bring the hand to the wrist. And then we just look forward. We align back forward again. Left elbow forward and up. The foot kicks away. Squeeze into left gluteal. And if you did it on the first side, your right hand holds the ankle. So what's happening here? The hips are releasing forward and down. And the torso is opening. The chest is puffing nice and open. Our lower back ribs are dropping down. Kick the foot away. Tune into the breath. Empty the breath and deepen. Coming out of it slowly like we went in. Right fingers down. Left hand to shoulder. Let the strap go to the side. Bring your right knee to the middle of the mat and tuck your left knee behind it. So our knees are just super tight together. And we sit back, checking into the feet that they're more or less in one line, and finding something under our seat if our seat is not on the floor. Right arm down, out, thumb down. This is an inner rotation. Bring the arm behind us. Left arm lifts, outer rotation with the upper arm. Drop it behind. And hook the fingers, or use your washcloth and press your head into the arm. Press your head back. Feel your lower back coming in. Deepening your posture. And slowly break it open. This time staying where we are, we want to rock back a little bit. We're going to find half Lord of the Fishes, twist. So we bring our left foot to the right hip, and the right foot comes in. The right foot is stepping straight down such that the left knee is intersecting it. Option 1, the left arm lifts and hugs the knee, the other hand behind us, and we use the back hand to prop us high, open, and long, and then we twist. Option 2, left arm to the outside of the right knee, with the hand straight up, not released or in any other direction, the wrist nice and straight, and then again, the back hand back. Finally, an option, we lift the right hip a little bit and help to thread that left arm through. You want to go for this one if you work with binds and if you have some practice in yoga. Otherwise, staying in the first two. Once you have the arm down, you release the hip down and you bind the back hand, to the wrist or higher, lengthen and twist. Lengthening with the in-breath and twisting, turning the head as well. What's twisting is the rib cage is twisting, almost like it's a lid over the waist, and it's twisting a little deeper. Look forward, break whatever pose you have. For 1 or 2 breaths, just lean in the opposite direction into a feel-good release, and then rise and come up directly to the second side. Right foot by the left hip, left foot down. Common mistake in the twist is to have the foot lifts, and then there's no way to find the twist. We have to step down so the knees align in the center line. You hug, twist, or arm up, slice across, press the arm and the leg toward each other, twist. Or lift the left hip for a moment to help to thread that right arm through. Grab your bind. You have to be able to release that hip back down, lengthen and twist. The inhale lengthens. With the exhale, we twist a little deeper, turning the head. Make sure the chin is coming in a little bit. Don't thrust the chin out. Gather it in so the back of the neck is nice and long. Breathing in and breathing out, twisting a little deeper. Exhale, twist. And gently we'll turn around, hands down, just go in the opposite direction. And release. So now we're nice and open. preparation for another peak pose, aside from the Gomukhasana, the cow face, is Chakrasana, which is a variation of wheel. So our feet down, grab underneath the thighs, and just roll back for a moment. Take a couple breaths here. Just feel the back body open. And gently come down. So we're going to take 2 wheels. If wheel is not in your practice, finding a bridge instead. We're all going to rise up through bridge. So our first wheel, traditional wheel. Bringing our hands down by the sides, lift the hips up, and find bridge pose. So bridge pose, the legs are super engaged, the hips are lifting. We use the strength of the legs to come up and wheel. Don't try to use the strength of your arms. Use the strength of your legs. Fingertips by the ears, bring the shoulders a little closer to the feet. Keep the strength in the legs. Flip, head down, and then come up. When you come up, bring your heels behind the toes. Look down at your hands. Press the torso through. We've done lots of opening. We're super ready for this position. See if you can straighten your elbows a little more. Cocking the chin in. Slowly release down. The feet naturally want to go a little further away. Partial recline, hands to the belly. Take a breath or two. Just feel the lower back pressing down into the mat. Now for Chakrasana, that's wheel on the forearms. If you've not seen that or don't know how to get into it, watching me first and then doing. Or you can do another bridge or another regular wheel. We rise up through our bridge. Fingertips by the ears. Flip the hands. Come to the crown of the head gentle. You release one arm at a time, forearm down, with the hands behind the head. Elbows need to be a little bit close so that you can press your head off the mat. If your head is pressing down, gather your elbows in. If your head is still pressing down, take your shoulders away from the ears. If the head is still pressing down, come into bridge or wheel. Now here, just shoulders so strongly away from the ears and press the torso through. And feel this deep massage into the kidney region. Very gently, the head is just barely on the floor when we bring one hand down at a time. Push back up into a regular wheel for a moment and come out of it slowly, tucking the chin in, rolling down. Just hands to the belly, rest. Pin the tailbone and caterpillar your spine up, chin in a little bit. Hands to the belly. Extend your right leg out, left leg out strong. Bring your right knee in. Knee toward chest. But now grab a hold of your right foot, and if you can, bring it in half lotus, right up to the crease of the left thigh. If this does, and you hold on to that foot with the left hand and release the right knee down. If this doesn't work, find tree pose lying down. Just bring your foot by the inner thigh and try to cultivate the alignments of tree. But if you have that half lotus, you can pin that right hip point with the right hand and continually release your right knee down, feeling that opening here through the groin and the hip flexor. Lifting the knee up, interlace your hands under the knee, and give your knee a squeeze. Bring it in, compress down. Extend your right leg out, bring your left knee in, grab underneath the knee and compress down. And then reach with your right hand for the left foot. The left knee opens out. As we gather that foot, to the crease. So we're basically in a half lotus lying down. Or come into the tree posture. Now holding on to the foot, just let your left knee release down, your left hand to the hip point, and feel this gentle opening here through your left hip flexor. Let it release down. Empty the breath. Let go of the foot, gather the knee in, interlace the hands under the knee and compress down. Both knees into the chest. For a moment, find a full happy baby. Grab a hold of the outsides of the feet. Your elbows come to the inside of the calf. Your calves are vertical to the floor. We're drawing the legs down. For finishing postures, we're going to do a variation of plow, which you can feel free to watch before you go into it. It's a very gentle flow and plow with breath. Because once we're in plow, any of those positions, plow, shoulder stand, we don't want to move the head side to side. So feel free to watch it for a moment. Extend the legs up, hands by your sides. Core strength, lift the hips and gather them into your hands. Now to come into a plow, just split your legs, bring one leg overhead and shimmy your shoulders toward each other and split the legs the other way, shimmy in. Both legs overhead, supporting the head, supporting the back. If your feet do not come down to the floor, you have soft knees and you stay right here. If the feet are down, you can interlace your hands behind you, straighten the arms and wiggle them toward each other, and come back up into a deeper plow. If you don't have a lot of experience with plow, just cultivate the first levels. If you want to come into this flow with me, here's where it happens. With the inhale, we dip our hips away from the head and breathe into the belly. With the exhale, we lift the tailbone up and come into a fuller plow. With the inhale, we drop the hips back, fill the belly, and with the exhale, we lift up. So here we're massaging all our water organs, bladder, reproductive organs, kidneys, but also in the whole lower intestinal tract, which is also a water organ. Moving with your breath at your pace, remembering not to look side to side. The inhale brings us down, brings the hips away, fill the belly with breath. With the exhale, lift the hips. Stay in your plow, regular plow. Feel free to go deeper if you want to release the knees around the ears, if that is in your practice. Breathe in deeply. Let your hands come down to the mat and moving very slowly, unfurl your spine down. You can use the support of your hands as you come down. And as you come down, bring your hands to where your hips are going to land. So that hips pin the hands down, legs are vertical, and then slowly release the legs down. Release the legs down very slowly. When the heels come to the floor, press into your hands, gather your elbows in, press into your elbows, and thrust the heart up. Let your head completely release down. Just barely to the floor. Now, it really helps with opening the throat if you gaze to third eye here. This is one of the things that's happening in our fish pose. We're opening the whole front of the throat, reaching the heart up and breathing into the whole rib cage. Just 3 or 4 more breaths. To come out of it, press into the hands and elbows, lift your head, unfurl your head down, and then release your hands one at a time. Let your feet flop open, hands open, eyes open, and draw your knees into the chest. Rise up, bring your arms around and see if you can grab your forearms or your elbows. With as much of your spine down, just release down with the head, draw the chin in a little bit, and compress down with the legs. Compress the legs in and compress them down. Now breathe into the belly, as we've been doing quite a lot in the practice. The inhale lets the diaphragm pop down. With the exhale, we relax and release. You can switch out your grip if you'd like for the last 2 or 3 breaths. Remember, as much of your spine as you can down, and we're compressing the legs in. And we're breathing into the belly. Finally, just letting go, feet down, partial recline, arms to the side. As you're ready, one leg stretches out at a time toward the corners of your mat. Reach through the heels. You can dial your toes in, big toes toward each other, and then flop everything open. Taking an inhale through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth, and just let everything release down. Finding your Shavasana. It's often said the Shavasana is the hardest pose of all. And it's true. It's a very hard pose, especially for us Westerners, because we feel like we just did our practice and now we should be getting up and going. So cultivating the opposite, cultivating something different with our Shavasana. We give ourselves permission to rest. Allowing the body to rest by surrendering to gravity and by surrendering the front of the body to the sky. The eyes are gently closed in Shavasana, but if you would like to keep them open, if you want the feeling of safety of the eyes being open, allow the eyes to be open and just softly focus on the ceiling. And we also give permission to the mind to rest by accessing the open awareness, the expansive awareness that is much bigger than the discursive mind, the observer of our experience. Resting in that space and gently watching what arises. With the next in-breath, bringing some movement into the body, and start with the fingers and the toes, inviting any movement that is calling. Perhaps bringing the arms overhead and stretching the legs forward in a nice big good morning stretch. Maybe even moving the head side to side. And when you're ready, tipping over to the right, if it's morning, and toward the left, if it's evening, you're staying home, you're turning in. And draw the knees to the chest and stay there for a moment, coming into the inner landscape. The corresponding feeling to the water element is comfort. Connecting into the inner landscape and seeing if we can connect to a sense of comfort in our embodiment. And if for any reason the sense of comfort is not there, connecting to a sense of serenity and accepting whatever it is that is there, that is in the way of comfort. And in our own time, we'll gently find our way to a seat, closing our practice with the mantra, may all beings be happy and free. Joining, if you know the mantra, palms to heart center, breathing in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. That's Namaste. Thank you for joining. Be well. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And see you soon. Good.